Just want to make it clear that the only reason I'm watching Hawkeye is for the plot. Like, that's the only reason I'm going to watch this show. I don't have any other hidden motivations for wanting to watch this series. Yep, definitely just the plot. Hey there guys, my name is Tom. Welcome back to my movie channel, and thank you very much for joining me for this, my review of the first 2 episodes of the brand new Marvel Studios series, Hawkeye. Before we get into this review, just want to let you guys know that this review will contain spoilers for the first 2 episodes of the new Disney Plus series Hawkeye. So if you haven't yet seen the premiere and the first 2 episodes, go and watch those episodes first, come back and join me after you've seen them, because again, I will be talking about spoilers for those episodes in this video. So Hawkeye stars Jeremy Renner and Hailee Steinfeld, and the series is set a couple of years after the events of Avengers Endgame. Clint Barton encounters Hailee Steinfeld's character Kate Bishop, and they're on a mission to uncover a mystery as Clint Barton's past has caught up with him. So I'll be straight up honest. I was never interested in a Hawkeye solo project. I just wasn't. Like, Hawkeye was never one of my favorite characters in the MCU. You know, I love Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner is great, and I like him in, you know, in a supporting role in the Avengers movies, but, you know, if you said, hey, which Avenger do you want to see a solo project of, Hawkeye was never on my list. And then when they announced this series for Disney Plus, I thought, well, that could, you know, it has some potential. And I was disappointed, you know, with shows like Loki and the ending of WandaVision. It left me feeling a little bit disappointed and unsure about, you know, the quality of the series moving forward. Am I going to love it? Am I going to hate it? Because right now, the Disney Plus Marvel shows have been a little hit and miss for me. And then they added Hailee Steinfeld as Kate Bishop. And, you know, I made a joke in the intro of the video, but Hailee Steinfeld is one of the best younger actresses going right now. She is absolutely 100% a talented actress. If you've seen movies like, you know, True Grit that she was in when she was younger, and then Edge of 17 and Bumblebee, and her Apple TV Plus series, Dickinson, she's a tremendous, like, actor. She really is. But, you know, right from the opening scene of the first episode of Hawkeye, I was in. I love the opening scene. It's probably my favorite thing to come out of the first 2 episodes, was that whole opening sequence where in 2012, in the Battle of New York, you know, young Kate Bishop is with her family in their apartment. The wall blows out. You know, she sees that moment in Avengers where Hawkeye's on the roof and he has to jump off the roof and shoot the arrow up. She sees that happen, and Hawkeye's the one that essentially saved her without even knowing it, thus giving that character an automatic connection to Hawkeye, and then wanting to grow up to be an archer because, you know, she saw, like, she was saved by her now idol. And so then when she meets him, you know, all these years later, they just have such a great chemistry together, as both as actors and as characters. And I'm really interested to see where this dynamic goes. It's very interesting. And obviously, you know, they're building sort of a mentor-student relationship here. And the other thing I really love, particularly in the first episode, you know, we saw in the trailers this Rogers the Musical, and we thought, oh, that's a funny little thing. You know, all the Avengers get invited to see Rogers the Musical, and they're, you know, replaying the Battle of New York as a stage show. And then the only Avenger who shows up is Hawkeye. That was a, you know, I thought that was going to be a funny little gag. But they really utilized that as a narrative device to tell us, the audience, that, hey, Clint's been affected by all of these battles. You know, it's taken a toll on him mentally and physically, because he's got the hearing aid, and they do that cool little, you know, flashback of, hey, how did that even happen? And then he's like, you know, too many things to count. But I really love that they are delving into the fact that, like, Clint really misses Natasha Romanoff. And at the moment he's watching that show and they do the Black Widow number, it's all in the performance. You see it in his face. You see the guilt. You see the love that he had for Natasha, just, you know, platonic love, obviously. And there are moments throughout both of these episodes that really show us as the audience, just in Jeremy Renner's performance, that he's a little messed up from the events of the MCU so far. And especially as his history as Ronin, because, you know, he went on that vigilante spree. I love that he has to go to like a LARPing thing to try and get the Ronin suit back. And the guy's like, no, just let me kill you and I'll give you the suit back. And the other thing I love about this show too so far is that, you know, Hawkeye's walking around and people are recognizing him. Like, he's having dinner with his kids in the restaurant and the waiter comes up and says, the meal's on us tonight because you're an Avenger and, you know, thank you for all you've done. Like, there are some really sweet moments in these 2 episodes so far as far as Hawkeye goes. And it's really good to see that character, even though I wasn't all that, invested as Hawkeye as a character. Like I said, I wasn't really interested in seeing a standalone project of him. It is really good that character is getting more spotlight, because this show really gives him the chance to develop and gives us a chance to really get to know who Clint Barton is, aside from just the guy who's on the Avengers who shoots bow and arrows. And then you have someone like a Tony Dalton playing Kate Bishop's like almost soon-to-be stepdad. Tony Dalton's so menacing. That fencing scene is great. I loved that fencing scene because you can tell she's onto him, like something sus about that guy. I mean, when you cast Tony Dalton in a role, you expect there to be something sus about him because he just has that look in his eye and he's got that charming yet, suspicious looking smile. And then, but also like he's onto her. Actually, I think they made it pretty obvious that he knows that she was the one in the Ronin suit at the auction. And I'm pretty sure he thinks that she killed his father. I really do. But I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye. I thought it was charming. I thought it was fun. And I love the character dynamics of Clint and Kate and their chemistry together. And hopefully Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, the best part about the Black Widow movie. I'm really interested to see when she pops up in this show. It's probably going to be in the finale, because there's that little dangling thread from the post-credit scene of Black Widow that she's after Hawkeye. The idea of seeing Yelena Belova and Kate Bishop interact and or fight, that's an intriguing idea. Anyway, guys, what did you guys think of the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye? What have you thought about this show so far? Make sure you jump down in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. And if you haven't yet already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notifications bell so you never miss out on my take on all things movies and Disney Plus series. Thank you very much for watching, guys. My name is Tom, and I will see you guys next time.